welcome again to another Echocalypse video!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today there's two topics I need to talk to you about and explain a little bit further and more so you can min-max and reach high numbers on your account and buff your account as much as possible. Things that I've been talking about before, and I told you and I mentioned it before, and now I want to elaborate on it more and more so people would understand if they missed the points about what I was talking about. And one more thing guys, before I forget, there's two codes here down in the description. You can see them in the description of the video. Go and claim them. They're limited codes, so they will expire really soon, so don't forget about that. First of all, we have the Operation Eureka. Now this one is really nice. I love it very much. It has three phases. If you're gonna go and read here, we have the assessment phase and we have the combat phase, and then there's the battlefield and how to win and to do everything. Now if you're in a guild that is super active like my guild is not the most whaley guild and has the most whales in the entire game or in the servers that we're competing. If you look at the servers, this is the servers list. We're not the best server. The best servers are the which Panda are in and Booba are in, which is the biggest whales in the game that they have, but still we're ranking at 1. Why? Because of the activity. You need players on your base, and of course these players should be like working daily, playing, coordinating with you. Our guild is they're coordinating good with each other, that even in desperate operation we help each other so everybody can achieve every point that they want and build their chimeras, and it will help them a lot to achieve more points. And we do our points, our dailies, and it will help us in the ranking. I love this system because the devs listen so much to this to the player base, and they care so much about your whatever you say. We had our reviews about the Shadows of the Sentinel. We didn't like it that much. The player base didn't like it that much. We gave them the feedback and they said, okay, noted, we're gonna work on that. This is how good they are. So they worked on Operation Eureka before they introduced it, because they saw that the player base didn't like the system of the Shadow of the Sentinels. So what did they do with the rewards? If you go and check the ranking and the rewards from 1 to 12, 12 guilds will get the same rewards for the Chimera, which is 3 Chimeras. 13 to 24, 2. And if you have a guild with 1 member and you're participating and rank in the top 1000, you're gonna get 1 Chimera for free. Again, this is great for the player base and for everybody who's playing this game. As we see, City Pivot, Strategic Route, and the Frontline Battlefield, which is the 3 modes that you're gonna play. So the first one, from rank 1 till rank 12, you're gonna get a massive reward. These rewards are really great. If you're gonna look at it, 2,500 diamonds to 2,000 diamonds from 1 to 12, that's not a big difference. 160 to 110 shards of Chimera. And then, of course, you're gonna get a little bit of, let's say, accessories or something to flex about for like 14 days, which are these, which is really nice, actually add aesthetics to the game. Plus the XP for the Chimera to improve it. Also nice, and it's not that different from everybody else, like 20 in the top, 15 in the bottom, which is really good. Now the strategic route, which will go 1-to-1 versus PvP in guilds, it means the top 12 guilds will fight each other, member by member, fighting each other, and the rewards are not that different. Rank 1 will get 2,000 to 12, 1,500, which is not that bad actually. This is so good for the player base. Also for the top 1000 in the last one, from 1 to 1000, there's not a big difference. If you want to like forget about the top 1 to 12 and think from the 13 to 1000, that's not too much. Like 1000 difference, 200 difference, and then you're gonna get the 800 difference when you rank from 37 to 1000. Still amazing rewards. Everybody gets rewarded. There's nobody that, oh, we didn't do good, we're not gonna get reward. There's no 1000 syndicates in the servers already, all of them. And if there's 1000, why would you be alone on one server, on one guild, on one syndicate? Go and join others. Even if you created one, it doesn't matter if you're the leader, deputy, or whatever, it doesn't give you more points. Be in an active guild and you will get so much rewards. This is one of the events that I'm enjoying actually, and everybody is enjoying, because it will put you really, if you're gonna go and look about the rankings, like 90, there's not even 100 that we're gonna get into 90, and they're not playing that well because they're not that active. They don't have a lot of members. They can leave, join Sakura, maybe joins this, and they will be even better. This is my first point on this event, which is absolutely perfect event. I love this event, full of rewards. This game reward you no matter what you do. You're gonna get rewards every day. You're gonna get rewards, massive rewards actually. In every event you're gonna get a lot of diamonds so you can summon and save for the future characters. Now, one more important thing that everybody are not understanding or want me to elaborate on is the complex, the leisure center. Now, this is one of the most important things in this game. And this is why I said get a copy, at least a single copy of every character in the game. It matters. Why is that? If you click at this points here and in the organizational chart, and you're gonna go and check, let's say the first one that I have Aiken, Dina, and Fenrir on the main lineup using them. Now, other than that, you get the upgrades and bonuses, which is absolutely massive, and every individual that you give hearts for, it will give them more to their attributes. The most important thing is the passive that you get from leveling the effects more and more, and it can go up to 180. Now you'll tell me 180, oh my god, what make it? It's simple. These are six units. If everyone has 10, that's you have 60. If everybody has 20, that's 120, and so on and so on. So what happens when you get these units? Specifically, let's say these units, Dina, Aiken, and Fenrir. Normal attacks cause the target crit resistance reduced by 40% for 2 rounds. Now you're gonna ask me, what is crit resistance? It's not that good, blah, blah, blah. Let me explain about negative and positive percentage on units and enemies and allies. If the allies have 0 crit resistance, let's say, and you have 50% crit rate, you're gonna hit them half of the times. It means if you hit them twice, one of the time will guarantee you a crit, which will give you crit damage as well. Because if you have crit damage, also there's crit rate and crit damage. If you crit by your crit damage and deal damage to them. So if they get minus 40, if they get the reduction of 40% and they're at 0, they will get minus 40. What does minus 40? Minus 40 is plus 40 to you. If they're in the minus, it means in the positive for you. So if you have 50% crit rate, you will get the minus 40, which means plus 40% for you. It means 90% crit rate on your end. It means 9 out of the 10 times that you're gonna hit them, you're gonna crit against them, which will be a massive upgrade versus your enemy. If we wanna talk about something else, let's talk about the royalty, which is the most right. Eastrise royalty is the most one there because it was meta, and I talked how much it's important. You have Frentiva, you have Shiyu, you have Rayon. If you don't have them like me, they'll be locked like this and you will not get the bonuses or anything else. But if you unlock them, you can click on them and check who are they. So we have them. What does this happen and why this one is so important and why Rayon and Shiyu and Ferentia are dealing insane damage. If you're gonna go, let's read the conflagration first. And what does this do? The target takes additional damage, one single target, equal to 6% of max HP. So the more that they have HP, base HP on them, the more that they take damage, up to 250% of the caster's attack, no more than the caster. And you have 3 units doing that, not 1 unit. Ferentia, Shiyu, and Rayon. It means the damage output will be insane. Surrounding units take additional damage equal to 100% of the damage above, which is the 6%, or the 250% of the attack on the 6% of HP. So what happens is when casting a skill with 1 unit, with like either Ferentia or Rayon or Shiyu, there's 100% chance to inflict conflagration on a single enemy for 2 rounds. It means this single enemy will take burst. It's like putting on them a living bomb that will tick for 2 rounds. Single enemy will take the damage and the surrounding units around it because of what the passive says of the conflagration, which is absolutely crazy if you want to think about it. Let's talk about different units. Let's go here. No, here's is Griff. Let's talk about the Heavenly Kingdom, the Lord of the Shadows. Lord of the Shadows, we have Senko and we have the new unit, Levia. So Levia is here with her. Now what does Levia do? She buffs you with attack and crazy shenanigans. Look at the passive when you have her. When Levia remains alive, her and the surrounding units crit rate increase by 20%. She buffs the crit rates for the units beside her. So if there's a carry beside her, the crit rate will be buffed by 20%. As you see here, it starts by 10%, goes 11, 12, 13, 16, then 20. This is how good she is. She buffs your attack, she buffs your crit rate, she's absolutely a monster unit, and she buffs you indefinitely with the attack. It means one of the most broken units, and this is why I said they're broken. I was talking about their star level, how good they are on my tier list. And if I want to include this, there's many units that go up, many units go down, but I'm talking about basic star level if you don't have any single unit to surround them or have them. Now, we have units like Vivi. People told me, why Vivi is not put up there or whatever. Vivi is crazy. Vivi, Baphomet, Beam are energy recovery units as well. Why is that? If you level them up and go back up to them, when casting a skill, there's an 80% chance to increase the rage of 2 random allies, not 1, but 2 random allies by 2 on your main lineup. If you're playing Vivi, Audrey, Levia, you're basically your main lineup. Even if you're playing Baphomet or Beam with them, they will do the same thing. This doesn't go only for 1 unit. This goes all for all the units. If you're playing all of these units, they will increase rage for you too. So Vivi gives you rage, Audrey gives you rage, Levia gives you rage, even Baphomet and Beam, if you're playing them, giving you rage. If I unlock Vivi, Baphomet will start giving rage, just like Audrey on my lineup. If you have Holy Grail, you'll be ultimating or doing your ultimate back-to-back non-stop on your lineup, which is absolutely crazy, insane, and scary to play against. This is what I was talking about. Now, one more thing, you were asking me about min-maxing and how to play the account, and you're having problems with keeping up and what to summon and what not. And you want me to do a video or tell you about the upcoming units and what to save for and what to not. I spoke with the devs, I understand, I read their notes, I saw what they're saying, and they care a lot about this game, and they don't want to make it a copy-paste of the SEA. The units that we have currently here are different, not all of them. Some of them are, most of them right now, because they are basic units, are the same as the other version, but others are different, like Icon. Icon is completely different on this version, not like the SEA. On the SEA, she's like between B and D tier, and nobody uses her mainly. There's better carries. Lilith came there and destroyed everything. Carmen, or forgot what their name are. They are doing better. Griff is doing better. Guinevere, when she came out there, she was doing great job. Now here they gave us Icon as an OP unit. This is why highly recommended on the tier list. She's not like the SEA version, she's different. And what they said for us is all the other characters that they want to give will be different with their skills, unique abilities, and what they can do. So don't keep saving and say, oh, this unit is top tier on SEA, probably it will be here and we're gonna save for it. No, they may make her nerfed or buffed. It depends on the developers and how they see the outcome of the results of every single unit that is found right now. Of course, they will not give you a rate up banner for Ferencia, and Ferencia is trash here because there's other units that are better than her. They will keep her decent. They will keep every single unit decent. There's a lot of synergies that you can play. Nothing is completely garbage. Always the tier list is about the meta. The tier list now is like this. Later it will be different. It will be helpful. It will be completely other than what you see now, the synergy. We played the first 2 weeks, we played fire teams, burn teams. Ferencia, Shiyu, and Winnow, and Rayon were dominating absolutely the entire gameplay. Now people are using them less and less. They keep Shiyu because of the pet system that we have discovered or we gotten. And the pet system goes well with the reviving units and units that dies and revives. And with the Phantom, like let's say the Crow, one of the biggest aspects. There's the ferrets, there's other, we call them Pokemon for having fun with them, with their names. But as I said, a lot of things change, a lot of things will be added to the game. There's a lot of good stuff yet to come. This is why I don't tell you save. Always I will tell you something. Keep some diamonds to summon for the next unit. You always want one copy at least of every single unit, because if you go for the advanced summons, if we go for the advanced draw, you can pick and choose which unit from the ones that you acquire and have. If you don't have them, you can't aim for them. But if you have them, you can pick and choose whatever unit you want, put it here, and you will have up voting by 30% for them. So 30% of the chances will go to my Fenrir if I keep Fenrir and pull for her here on this banner. This will give you a lot of good outcome for your team. I know you can get shafted, you can get off banner, but it doesn't matter. That what matters is the try. We 100% miss your chances if you don't try. If you try, you have a small chance to get what you want. For Levia, 100% absolutely monster top tier unit that will stay on top of the charts for late in game, because she's broken. Anything that doesn't have a cap for their scaling, they can scale infinitely, is broken, whatever they are in whatever department. If a unit comes, a new tank comes that can infinitely scale with defense, it means it will not die easily. You should go and invest in it. So this is why I'm telling you, there's a lot of units that you should keep in mind. There is a lot of stuff. Plus, how do we progress really fast? don't forget, one of the most important things in the game is the desperate operation. I'm at the last one. I'm waiting for Luffy to wake up and try to help me. I'll buy a chance. You can buy 2 chances from here and go defeat the last one. And anybody, if you have a whale friend on a server or whatever, you can use them. Tell them, please help us out with this to clear it. You clear it, and then I'll unlock survival. After I unlock survival, it's a different gameplay. I will be covering it in the next video after I unlock this. So this is what I wanted to say for you, and this is my advice to you. There is no bad units, completely bad units. Of course, there's better units, but there's no bad units. Even if you shafted, my account is completely shafted. Baphomet is stalking me. I love her, by the way. She's helping me a lot. I'm defeating units. I'm defeating players with 7-star icon on their lineup, but 0 stars on the rest, because my lineup synergizes together perfectly. I can stun, I deal damage with Fenrir, I deal damage with icon. Audrey heals and regenerate. Dina heals, and I get a massive big shield from Baphomet, which is absolutely crazy. Keep that in mind. Play your own game. Don't worry about spending or worrying about the whales on your account. You're not in competition with the whales. You're in competition with your same caliber of players, and your competition with your own self, how much you can push in the game. Expedition is everything. Farm the story as much as possible. I'm on stage 65. I'll defeat it today. I'll get 5 stars on my MC. MC will be a monster. It will be the highest starred unit. It has 4 stars right now. It will get to 5 stars. And this is what you need to understand about this. 5 stars, it's a breakthrough for any character in the game. And yeah, that was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.